Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Okay, so I'm happy to be here with you. I hope that you are doing well. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you like what you see. Today we are working on Christmas. I love preparing fun things for the holidays. And this is one that actually all of these little notebooks and these little pockets that the notebooks go in, I did last year. And I got tired and I'm not sure what happened, but I didn't do anything with them. Put them away and pulled out all my Christmas stuff the other day, and there they were, and it's like, oh my gosh, I have got to share this. We've got to do a video. We've got to have some fun with this. So let me show you an idea that I came up with. This also was last year, and I made several of these. I love brown paper bags. And what I did was folded up the pocket, the bottom part, and which created a pocket. I stitched or glued, I'm not sure on all of these. Looks like these were glued. I had stitched on some fabric. You can see that, stitched that on, and then folded the pocket up. Before I folded the pocket up, well, let's do this. Okay, there's my pocket with the flap. And so what I did was I got a piece of music that's about the right size, and I used my tear ruler, and then I sewed a piece of fabric on here and then folded it up and glued on both sides to make an adorable pocket. I just think this is so cute. Let me show you another one that I did just so you can see. This one I edged around, I inked around it, and I even put a tag onto the pocket. I'm not sure it needed that. But here is another, a glassine bag, are the little holders for the little booklets. And this one I decorated this way. And here is the little notebook. Is that just the cutest thing ever? Oh, I love it. So I've used washi tapes, and I've just used scraps and created this small little booklet. And this one I ripped or tore the pages so that they're just about the right size. Pretty uniform. I wanted to keep it uniform. And then I stitched this together. And then the last thing that I did, well, I glued the image on one side, a fun image, and then stitched my pages together and then put the washi tape on over my stitching. And that was the last step on that. And then put the pocket together. I trimmed them down. And then on this one you can see that I've added washi tape all the way around. This is two different tapes. And this is another washi. And I kept it the same to match my booklet. So you can match them up, and that's really fun to do. And then, of course, because I kept this in the same color tone, this just fits really fun in here. Now, this is a nice spot for a tag, but I didn't have, well, that is, but I didn't have a finished blue tag that was more complementary to this to match more. But isn't that cute? So, in this video and maybe the next one or two, we're going to work on creating this bigger pocket, okay, and the little booklets to go inside the pocket, and tags that you can either glue or stitch to go inside the bigger pocket. I think these will make fabulous gifts. And then, and then she said, oh my goodness. And the memo notebooks that you can buy, like in Walmart or I'm not sure, a dollar store or something, that you can get 3 or 4 for $1. So what I did, this is actually tissue paper, and it's all Christmas. And I just glued that on, and then I closed my book, and I used my ink to ink around here to give it a more vintage look, and I did that on the front and the back. And this is fabric that I have glued on, and then this is washi that I glued on to it. And I decorated this glassine bag. I just think it's so super cute. Good way to use up some of those laces and whatnot. And I didn't decorate any of the pages. This is just a handy little notebook. But you can make a whole set of things that you could give, you know, to layer them and give them as a gift. I put gift cards, money. What kiddo does not like money at Christmas, right? Okay, so let's get this kind of cleared off. So we've got some room here, and let's get started. I think I may actually use these this year, and I probably will put some in my Etsy shop, which is Ronda without an H, by the way, on Etsy. Okay, so, and I coffee dyed those. So what you'll need for this particular one, if you're doing, you'll have to figure out your own size depending on what size bags and whatnot you're using. But this is a number 2 little grocery bag, okay? And I have pressed this. I spritzed it with water, and I pressed it. It gives a little bit better texture, if you will. And then your music on top. I've got that all ready to go. So you use some music paper or something that's pretty that you want to collage on that. And then you'll pick a fabric, or you don't have to use fabric. You can certainly use your other digitals, you know, whatever that you want. Paper, scrapbooking paper, anything will work perfectly. You do that to what you like. And then for the little booklets that go inside, I have these glassine bags. And I actually do sell these in my shop if you don't have any or have a source for them. And they're in my shop. I carry different sizes. So if you're looking for those, you want the extra small glassine bags, and they measure 2 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches high. Okay, but there again, if you have a source, that's fabulous. And then you will need some scrap papers to make your booklet. Let me get out. And these two are just done from last year. I had prepared all this stuff to use, and I cut or tore my papers so that they would be approximately the right size for a little notebook. Let's just get this one just to show you. They're all put together the same basic way. Let me count the number that I have used here. And I've stitched in the center there. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the cover. So 12, well, 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24, right? Pages, plus your cover, front and back, inside and back of the inside. So some scrap papers to do that. Here are some of the ones that I have used. Just, you know, ledger paper, book paper, interesting book paper. This is actually more brown paper, coffee dyed, ledger paper. Not sure what this is. It's thin. Written on ledger paper that's been folded in so it won't extend out past the covers. Torn, coffee dyed. This is what kids learn to write with. More book pages. So you get the idea. There's just a variety of different papers, scraps that you go ahead and you pick and you do what you like that way. Okay, we'll set those aside. What we're going to do first is start on the glassine bag. And for this, you'll need your bag, and then you will need an image. And I have gone and printed some of my images. I reduced the size on several of them because I know this bag is 4 inches to here and 2 3/4 inches wide. So I want to make sure it's smaller than that so it will fit on the front here. And if you'll notice on some of these little pockets, what I've done is I have added washi tapes at the bottom of some of these, or maybe all of them. So I have my image and washi tape. Okay. Oh, these are so cute. These are so darn cute. Sorry. I digress. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is measure this, and I'm going to make it 3/4. Let me grab, excuse the reach. I'm going to take off the little bit there so that the image fits nicely. Let's see, is that about the right? Oh, it looks like these I made smaller. Let's see. Okay, these are the same, so we'll do them the same. Let me measure. Oh, hello. Okay, so these I cut back to 3.5. All right. So we'll go ahead and trim that another 1/4 inch. Okay. And then what we want to do is I want to cut that little center. Oh, give me a paper. Give me a paper. Give me a paper. Something good. You know, sometimes when you're just trying to do nothing at all, you just basically can do nothing. Nothing at all. Let's just take one of my glue pages and we will fold it after we rip it. After we rip it, we'll fold it. And this is to help me get a better cut. Sometimes your punches don't work like you want them to, and hopefully this will. So I'm trying to put this kind of in the center, and it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I think I need a new punch actually, but let's go ahead and trim this up. So how have you guys been? I am very excited for the holidays this year, you know. I think honest and truthfully, where the last several months have been fighting cancer and just life-changing things. And honestly not knowing if I was going to live or not. And I still have no guarantees. But it's just given me a, kind of like a rebirth. Like, yeah, like I want to be and I want to do. And I just, yeah. So I am excited for the holidays this year. That would be very cute. These would be very cute. And as for where did I get these? Most of them on Pinterest, but some I have purchased and just reduced them and put them, in a Word document so that I could print them together, a bunch of them together. But you can find all kinds of, I like that too. We just need to pick. Oh, how about the green tree? How about the green tree? All right, let's go with the green tree. We'll just set this aside. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, and I will get a page, my glue page out, and I am going to cover this whole page. Oh, and I printed these out. This is, well, I don't know if it's important, but it's helpful if you want to use the glassine bags. And if you like that kind of clear look, or the transparent look, let's see, let's move that up a little bit. I printed my images out on onion skin paper. Okay, you could use tracing paper, maybe a deli paper, something that is more see-through. You can also, and I've done it before, but it's been a while, and I would have to go back and take a look-see and practice. You can also print on glassine. So you could, if you wanted to, you could print on the bags. I'm trying to think of who it was that I watched that I learned how to do that from. It might be Girl on the Ridge. I'm trying to... Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this is my image. And then what I'm going to do is find some washi tape that I think will go well with that. Just one sec, I'm over here in another little area, and I have washi tape, guys. Plus, from watching Roxy's Creations, I have more washi tape that I made, and I am dropping things on the floor. So sorry. Oh, you know what I think is really interesting? I've actually seen this before, but it came across my Facebook feed the other day, and I was like, yeah, I need to do that. I need to practice that. They suggested that when you are, that you try and stay really positive in your interactions and whatnot with people, and instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry, like if you're, say you're late to a meeting, and you get in the meeting and you say, oh, I'm so sorry that I'm late. They suggest that you instead say, oh, thank you for being so patient and waiting for me. Isn't that interesting? It's like the one is a negative and you're apologizing, which, yeah, when you need to apologize, I see that's a good thing to do. But that the other, oh, thank you so much for waiting for me. That's kind of cool. I like that too. Yeah, I don't like that though. Anyway, just a different, you know, just kind of a different way to think about it. I have lots and lots. As you can see, I have a washi taper too here. And I like to use them because obviously if I don't use them, why did I buy them? Number one. And number two, I won't clear space for me to have new ones anytime soon. I could do that. The red with a little bit of green there. That might be fun. We'll give it a try. Maybe. Where did it go? Where did we go? Hello, hello. Oh, right there. All right. So, I need to look at this and see, did I think I did. Well, no, I don't think I did. What I'm trying to do is see if I sprayed them with my coffee before or after I coffee dyed, and before or after I put my washi on it, I mean. And I think because this has a lot of the clear, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it will be fine. And we'll just we'll come around and cover the back. And you certainly don't have to do the back, and especially if you're, you know, trying to save on your tape, if you have just a little bit and you're trying to, you know, make it go further, then you don't need to do that. And what I always do when I put washi on is I burnish it so that it's good and stuck. And this was quite sticky, and I could also have added glue, a little bit of glue to make that stick on there better. So I will go ahead and spritz this with the coffee, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to keep the tape running so that it's easier to produce the tape afterwards. That might sound weird, but it is easier. Okay, there's one side. And there's the other side. And we will bring it back, bring it back. And what I'm going to do is just put it there. I'm going to blow dry. And if the sound bothers you, please turn your sound off or plug your ears for just a little bit here. Okay, plug your ears. Thank you for being patient with me. I like that, you guys. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry, that's kind of nice to say thank you for being patient with me. Gonna have to do some more thinking on that one. And sometimes when you put water or liquid or whatever, sometimes these can come unglued, but it's just very simple to just glue it back up. Alrighty, so there we go. There is our little pocket. Super simple to do, and as you can see, again, see some of these that I have already created. These are just, some of them are like duplicates, so I don't want to, but aren't they just fun? And they just definitely have that vintage vibe going on, so I'm pretty excited about these. Anyway, so you get the idea. Okay, so now let's get working on the notebook. And again, 5 or 6 pages. Let me pull another one out here that we didn't look at before, and let me count the pages in it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead with that number 6, and I have somewhere here in my mess on my table here. These are also from last year, and I obviously had started to produce some fronts, you know, some little booklets. And this is fun because this has got a tree, which we've got a tree here. So I think we might go ahead and go with this. Yeah. Okay. But let's create one together so you know exactly what I did. So for the cover, I tried to find one that is a little sturdier. The paper is a little more sturdy. And actually, this is pretty nice. And I did do some covers out of this one. Now, let's do a little bit of measuring here, guys. So 5 inches, which would make folded 2.5 inches. And remember, these are 2 3/4 inches wide. So it needs to be 2.5 is a great size to go in our pocket. And then it's 4 inches high, but we brought it down to 3.5. We cut it off, remember? So we have 3.5. And so the top here is 3.5. So pretty much it's more flush with the top of the envelope. Okay, so 5 inches by 3.5 inches high for the cover, and then rip or tear, whatever you want to do that way. And let's see, let's just kind of get an order here. Let's see, let's take one and let's do some fun. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? And if you are, what might be a good idea is to do yourself up a whole pile so that you could do a bunch of them. Ooh, that's cool. Like that. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, somebody can't count. That's all right. That's quite all right. Okay. So let's put it in order of how do we want to show it. Let's do the book page. And then let's add a blank. Let's see, let's fold those in half. And if I've cut these a little bit ahead of time, as I'm dropping things here, then it's kind of, you know, it's kind of fun to just pick them and fold them and slap them in there, and that's upside down. So let's have that right side up. What do you think? And then Let's do this one. That's a good one. And how about this one now? And this could be, someone could really have fun with that, pulling out. And you could decorate, if you want to decorate these little journals or something, that would be awesome, you guys. Let's see, I have a tendency to like the darker part of the coffee stain on the outside, so it's the first thing that you see. And then this was already prepared. So we'll go ahead and put that in the center. And then let's go ahead and put a couple of little clippy dippies here. And then I will stitch that. You could do it by hand. You could do the hand stitching on this. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, I am over to my machine. So I know you can't see me for a sec, but I am going to just very quickly stitch, and I don't stitch all the way through. I just stitch part way. One of the reasons, let's see, I don't want the paper scissors, I need the fabric scissors. One of the reasons I do it that way is when you stitch from the very edge to the other edge, what you can end up with, let's take those clips off, get rid of those, and there we go. We've got the basic, our little booklet, so now we just have to put an image on here, and we'll do some washi tape down here. What was I saying? The reason that I don't stitch all the way through is because the stitching, the more you open and close this, it can have a tendency, the stitching, to kind of tear on the edges. And so I found that if I go just in the center and up enough so it's not, I don't want it wobbling around, but this makes sure it's in, but it makes it easier. Oops, that's upside down, so we got to go right side. Okay, here we go. So this is the front. This is the front. And it's not perfect, but it's just a fun little notebook. So now we're trying to match. Keep in mind, we've got, this is the pocket, and what did I say I was going to use? It was one with a tree, wasn't it? It had a tree. Okay, so let's, and I don't know, I've got such a mess here. Help! I'm drowning. Well, here's a fun little one. Now see, now here's something fun too that is a great idea. I put a little bit of the cheesecloth, and then I fussy cut the image, a different tree, and did that on the front, and that's super cute. I like that. That's super fun. Okay, so here is our pocket. I had an image that was going to go in there, and then we were making one together, but you know what? I can go ahead and have a whole new image here. So let me get another. Oh my goodness, you guys. I got some stuff. Let's take a peek, see at what we've got. sometimes I have good images and sometimes not so much. To show you, I wasn't really thinking about that part of it, but you can use whatever you want that way. Let's see, here's, I don't know if they need to be exactly the same to match, or if that could be fun. Little book with that and with the tree, that would match, wouldn't it, with the colors? That looks nice together. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's get that out of the way. Ah! Will somebody come help me organize, please? Pretty please? All right, I'm gonna take just a little bit of that off, trim that, and I think that I also want to round my corners and I'll do some inking around here. So if you were doing this, say you have, I don't know, you've got several friends that you're doing a Christmas get-together and a gift exchange, or, you know, you just want to give them just a little fun something, this could certainly qualify to be really, you know, really cute. And you could do it in assembly line, where you could go ahead and, you know, do all the bags and, you know, just do it that way, and it would save you a lot of time. When you do it individually, like what I'm doing, it definitely takes a little more time. But I love it. I still love it that way. Okay, that's nice. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and glue our little girl on. Where is my glue page that I was using? Right here. I am using all-purpose Elmer's glue stick, not the school glue. And yeah, because the school glue is not, I've not found it as helpful, at least Elmer's. But I have had good success with this glue. So we're just putting that on there. And then we will go ahead and get some washi and cover this, keeping in mind this is our little thing. I do love, I have used this for a little bit. I also have, this. Let's see. Let me pull a little bit off and let you take a peek at it and see what you think. So there's that. We could, whoops. We could go like so. Won't show up too much on there. I also have, I have these trees. Come on, come on. Come on. Sometimes they really do try to hide from you, don't they? And that matches really well, the tree. I could put the cardinals that I've got here, I could put those, they'd be going, you know, the other side. They'd be going sideways, but, or, let me do one more thing. Let me just check. This is my washi. I could put that there. I like that. Here's another. This is the part, you know, it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Where do you go? What do you do? Because that's, you know, you definitely got the color there. And those are so cute. And I think there's one or two more that I could do that way. Like I could do this one. You've got the fir tree and the fir tree. And we've also got trees intermingled with silver and white. There was another one in here that I was trying to find. This one maybe. And this one with gold dots and the tree. That's kind of cool. What do you think, guys? This one? Give me holler out. This one or this one or yeah. Sorry if you picked that one. Sorry. This one or this one. Ugh. Color-wise, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tigger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. I don't know. All right. Well, this is taking entirely too much time. All right, so I'm just going to do it. We're just going to do it, guys. And I do have to cut this tape. It won't let me rip it. This is a very sturdy, picked up in a thrift shop. It's 3M double-sided tape. I have no idea what it was, you know, normally for, but it has worked really well for this. So let's go ahead and see if we can. This is the part where people are like, yeah, if you can get the sticker part from the image, that's really a good day. And I will show you. We can. We will. We are. We are, my friends. We are. Yay. Oh, and this is very sticky. And I did this crooked, didn't I? Yay for me. Okay. We will burnish that a bit. And it came up above just a smidgen. So we'll trim that off. And there you have the little booklet. It's done. Now, of course, you could put more images here. You could go ahead, you know, go crazy and do some fun things in here, or do part, whatever you want to do. And then it fits. Come on, come on. It fits in your little pocket, and this part is all done. Isn't that cute? And then you can also, if you want, and I'll just do this extra step just, you know, just to show you what you can do in addition, is you can go ahead and ink around the edges here to make it more vintage looking. Okay? And I actually like that as well. So that part, as you can see, is super simple. I mean, these, I just think these are so cute. And who wouldn't, you know, you could write a note, put money, you know. Oh, you know what would be a fun idea with this is to, depending on what your budget is, to each piece of paper. You know, have a little piece of two-sided taper, not terribly sticky, but, you know, a dollar bill here, dollar bill here. When make it really fun. All right, you guys. Okay, so that finishes up the first part. And I think what I'm going to do is we will do another video to make the brown paper bag to get that ready and going. And then, you know, and then we'll have both of those for you to see. So here again, we've just got some wonderful fun things that you can do and create little notebooks. These, I don't think I showed you the notebooks, did I? Let me show you some of these. I just love these images. Now this is from an old vintage card. It's an original image. Love them. I just think they're super cute. So we'll call that good for today. I hope you enjoyed joining me, and I hope that you will make some of these. I think it's a super fun project. Now, if you're not into Christmas, that's all right. This could be for anything you want. Floral, nature, industrial, food, you know, it doesn't matter. Could be Thanksgiving, could be Valentine's, could be Easter, you know, whatever you're working on that you're enjoying doing, you can do this and make it really cute with any of those styles, or, you know, or anything else, just random whatever. All right, so I'm done talking. Excuse me. And my throat is saying, you need to go get a drink, girl. So I'm going to shut the video off. I'm going to do that. And just want you to know I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're here with me. I wish I could give you, every one of you, a real hug. But just know that I'm giving you virtual hugs. And I'm so thankful for you. I really, words just don't seem to be enough, but that's what I've got. So, until my next video, I hope that you make some. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And, yeah, bye-bye now.